All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is, it's straight up energy reading. I'm going to give the deck a shuffle for a pre-shuffle here. I thought it was time, well, somebody else did too, but I kind of agreed with them. It was time to pull on you. We're just going to pull a reading on you guys. We're going to see what kind of energies are around you, what's going on. The energy right now, I will tell you as I shuffle here, is ripe for manifesting. There's a lot of your intuition might start to get pretty high. In spite of what I said on the energy weather update, I mean, that's valid too. You might take on a little bit more than you could chew. Your intuition's pretty good, pretty powerful. You're calling in some shit. You might be anyway, we'll see. The pre-shuffle may disagree with me, I don't know. Sometimes I get egg on my face, sometimes it's easy sometimes to read the energy backwards, but I've got a fair amount of experience doing it. I kind of know at this point in my life how to sort it out. I've practiced a lot, right? All right, so let's see. Let's see why, let's get ourselves a pre-shuffle here and let's take a look at what we got. All right. Well, there you are. Right there, staring at us. Queen of Pentacles. How about that? It's a reading on you. You often reflect in my readings as Queen of Pentacles and Empress. Lately, you've been Devil, but that's more output energy. You are this. I just got done talking, what did I say? I just got done talking about manifesting, high intuition energy. Yeah, a little bit. Let's see where we go here. Queen of Pentacles, crossed by the King of Pentacles. This is weird energy. Hold on a second. Let's take these out. The King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, Three of Swords, Page of Cups, Eight of Wands, holy shit, the World, the Ten of Cups. I mean, this is a weird pre-shuffle, but what the hell? Three of Wands, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups. That's as far as I could go. What's under the Two of Cups? Oh, and under the Two of Cups, okay, fine. Just like in the Cure for Cancer readings, I show you the sixth card because you see it anyway, right? That's from the bottom. The Four of Cups. You're manifesting. Pete, you call it in. We begin with one of my favorite divine couples in the tarot. Queen of Pentacles, you, crossed by King of Pentacles. That's a real deal couple in this particular situation. You're manifesting it. There's action. Somebody's coming towards you, right? I think this divine couple is something that might initially hurt you or might have initially hurt you. And I think this might show up while you're talking to somebody new. It's possible, which would explain your your general lack of interest. We get that. We've been getting that a lot lately. You're setting your intention for some kind of connection or something you want, somewhere you want to go, somewhere you want to move, some kind of thing. You're actually setting the right intention in the wrong energy. So let's see where we go. It's the right intention in the wrong energy. So we'll put these, I mean, they're basically a pre-shuffle. We'll just stick it at the bottom, whatever order. Let's give the deck a shuffle. All right. Let's pull a pyramid. Why not? Well, it doesn't matter. Do them for the monthly readings. I'll extend this one if it needs it. I mean, that was an incredible pre-shuffle. We don't see a whole lot of. I mean, did you see that? It had the Lovers. It had the Two of Cups. It had the ideal couple. You're doing everything right in this energy. Energy provides an opportunity. Okay, so what it's basically saying is, the opportunity is there for you within the energy for you to manifest correctly. Right? So for some reason you're in the wrong energy, or you're in the wrong place, or you might be focusing on the wrong thing. Okay? Maybe what you think you want isn't what you really want, isn't what you really need. It's probably what you want, but it's not what you really need. I mean, I would love a big stack of chocolate Pop-Tarts right now, but that's not what I need. Right? It's not going to be very good. Kind of meltdown on video. Anyway, let's do I'm shuffling the deck here for you. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Just wanted to show you. I'm not done shuffling. I just want to show you who caught my attention at the bottom. Look at that. That's unreal. It came back. That's unreal. And look, it's just I wonder if we should stop. Because I'm showing it to you. My guts, I don't know, maybe we should, just because it's now crossed by the Four of Cups. I don't know. I think we've got our shuffle. I think we've got our shuffle. All right. Usually when that happens, because this top card tried to fly out, and that's why I stopped for a second and took a look. So yeah, I think we're done. I'm just going to tell you, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in, here you found. Steve loves you here for a reason. This reading is timeless. You know, you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. But the opportunity is there in the energy. It's a very strong manifesting energy. Your intuition is going to be very high. Top here is your emotions. It's a reading on you. Right? I'm asking the universe to tell me about that pre-shuffle from hell, but you know, here it is. Your emotions are here, how other people see you in the middle, and the potential outcomes at the bottom of the pyramid. I'll clarify everything. I'll clarify all of it, because I've never seen a pre-shuffle, and to have this come back, and in this kind of order. There's that Four of Cups again. It was way at the back, behind the Two of Cups. Here's your ideal thing. It's basically saying, here's your ideal thing. It could be sort of a life happens while you're busy doing other things kind of energy. It could be that. But you are reflecting is this. It's sort of advice almost from the universe to sit still. Find some still moments. Okay? For a few of you, even in the overall energy, the environmental energy of this reading here, there's some advice to remember back that a lot of things you worried were going to happen never came true, and you thought in the moment when you were worried about it, you thought that it was a big deal. Remember that they never came true, a good number of them, and try to switch your attitude a little bit from one of these two to that one. Perfectly content, got everything she needs. It's just some advice at the bottom. I throw it to you. It's there. Might help somebody, right? I mean, you know. All right. Here we go. Your emotions. I'll clarify everything. I'll throw some universe cards at the end. If I think we need to extend it, I will. It's because I love readings like this, and we haven't touched the big animal deck yet. All right. I love that. All right, here we go. Your emotions. King of Pentacles. King of Swords. See, you showed up in that. It's reading about you. Cards from the pre-shuffle are showing back up. And I like the bottom in that order. I like that. Okay, so your emotions. What are we looking at here? Aggressive, right? I always say it like an old. Long ago, I had this apartment back in the '90s, and I had a building manager. His name was Nabil, and he used to say aggressive, right? He used to talk about tenants. He used to talk about my neighbor, right? She used to complain about the noise all the time. She's very aggressive. You know, he used to say it like that. And I would love it. I love the accent. It's stuck. Well, you're very aggressive here, okay? You're very aggressive. I think she was also a prostitute, by the way. But I don't have any proof of that. But there were either that or a real slag. There were a lot of guys coming in and out of there. Sometimes 2 a night. So I think she was paying the rent a little funny. So she could be as aggressive as she wanted to be, right? It's a little bit of this. It's a little bit of this here. It's a little bit of you're very aggressive. Your emotions are aggressive. You want what you want. You want it now. It's that kind of energy. But I'm not saying you're manifesting in this sort of thing. You're putting this out. This isn't necessarily how other people are seeing you, right? But you are putting this out into the universe. So you're manifesting hard. You're hard manifesting, right? Gangster manifesting. Can we put it that way? Anything gives you with this kind of energy, anything gives you any trouble, you move away from it. You're done with it. A lick of trouble and you're done with it. You move on from it. That can be a problem because it can confuse the universe as to what you want. Again, I've got that Four of Cups there. It can confuse the universe. Hey, I want that Two of Cups. But it might be trouble. It might be whatever. So I don't know. We're going to have to clarify. This can work to your advantage. It's not really all that bad. I don't like this energy for manifesting, though. It can be, you might not like what you end up with. Okay, we'll see. How do other people see you? I don't think it's like this. It's not. 8 of Cups. What else? The 6 of Cups. Yeah. Other people see you as just... it's funny because in your emotions, you really give a shit. Other people see you as just not, not giving a shit. Maybe sort of in a dreamy kind of a thing. Sort of a Tuesday afternoon by the Moody Blues kind of energy here, right? The trees are calling you near. You got to find out why, right? It's a bit of that. People see you as sort of dreamy and in your own little space. They certainly don't see you as this. None of this is showing up here and how they see you. And that makes sense. Usually people see us the opposite of our emotions because we're good at masking them, You're not trying to mask anything here. This is more just the way the energy flows. This is going to be fun to clarify. What's the potential final outcome for you? It's red with King of Swords. I wish these two were reversed. I'm just going to tell you. Why is the King of Swords here? The Ace of Swords, which he holds. He holds the Ace of Swords, and he knows how to use it. It's the Ace of Swords. Your final outcome is you're using this sword a lot. I mean, think about, let's pretend it's not a sword. Just to explain this energy to you again. Just be this, okay? It's nice. Let's pretend it's not a sword. Let's pretend it's a hammer. Okay? It's the King of Hammers, and here's the Ace of Hammers. Okay? A hammer is a terrific thing. In the hands of a carpenter, it could build a house, it could build a kitchen, it could build a deck. Right? A deck. Everybody need a deck. I would love a deck. A new deck. A good deck. Anyway, right? It can build things. But in the hands of a 4-year-old, say, just go run around the house and use the hammer. It can be a weapon of destruction. You could lose lamps, you could lose tables, you get a big hole in your TV. It can destroy as much as it can help. This is a little bit of what that devil energy is talking about that kept coming up in recent readings. And my recent reading about, using the energy wisely. You can destroy a connection or you can whatever, but this is talking more about manifesting here, okay? You're using this sword until you're cutting. It's sort of like, I want this. You tell me, Steve, I want this. And then I give you a reason why maybe you wouldn't. And the moment I do that, you shut it down. You put that sword through me. Okay? It's like you're not willing to, any kind of backlash energy comes on you, and you put a sword through it. I'm not saying you're like this all the time. I'm saying in this energy, in the energy that's around right now. I'm not divining that far out. Maybe a month on the top side, 6 weeks, maybe. But I'm not a time lord, so I can't control it. You're all moving different speeds on your timeline. But I am saying that's a good way to describe it. All analogies break down at some point, but that analogy holds where it needs to. Okay? So you tell me, I really want this. I really want this thing, Steve. You're manifesting to me. I come back with an energy of, well, okay, but you might want to think about this before you put that out there. And you're having none of it. If it gives you any trouble, you put the sword through it. You're really wielding this sword a little too much. I appreciate the sword of truth energy. You want real people around you, and if you're not real, I'm going to cut you out. I'm encouraging you to maybe slow your roll a little bit before you send people packing. Okay? I think also in a layer of energy here, because energy is always in layers, you might, in this energy, decide to send a lot of people from your past that don't, because we are cutting the fat right now. I told you that in a recent reading. I said we're in a long cycle, in fact, between about the end of March and January 2026, where we're trimming the fat. We're getting rid of friends that are no longer friends, people that we no longer need, things we no longer need. And I said even on the energetic weather update, it's not even an energy of we're getting a new car, we get rid of the old one and get a new car. No, we just get rid of the old car. We don't get a new car. We're trimming the fat. We're leaning down, right? You might be going a little overboard with that in this energy, and people see that. See you just getting rid of things, throwing things out. This is the type of energy they might drive by your house and your trash can is overflowing with stuff. So much so your neighbors are stopping and picking through it. There's some good chicken. Why did they throw away this toaster? That kind of thing. All right. You don't have to take me literally. Just catch my drift. All right. So this is not ideal energy to be manifesting in, yet that you're in, what you're putting out. But the energy itself is ideal to manifest and get what you want. And that's what the pre-shuffle told us. Okay? Let's clarify. We got a lot here again. Doing it the wrong way in the right energy. All right, that's all. And again, I'm not trying to say you'll like this all the time. It's just the way you might behave within this energy. All right? A little aggressive. Okay. All right, King of Swords. Let's pull on it. Let's go clarify with the light seer here. Take a mellower deck approach on the clarifying. All right, let's see where we go. In the end, the final outcome is you're starting anew. You come out of this with a whole new life. I just want to make sure you didn't need that toaster first. Okay? All right? I mean, I'm just saying. You're throwing out a lot of stuff. Yeah. And you're cutting off manifest. So what you end up getting is you put out, oh, I want this ideal soulmate. Oh, but it might be this and that and the other thing, and you cut it off, you run the sword through it, or you hit it with the hammer, if you will, and you end up still getting the manifestation, still getting the thing, but it's all broken by the time you get it. It's sort of like you order something and it shows up, and inside the box it broke during shipping. It's a bit of that. So you're manifesting in a powerful opportunity energy to get what you want, but it's showing up broken because you're a little bit aggressive. Okay? Aggressive. All right, let's see where we go. She may not have been aggressive, but I didn't think she was that aggressive. I think she was probably aggressively seeking Johns. I always suspected she was doing something weird. All right, anyway, whatever. Hey, you got to pay the rent. It's Los Angeles. It was a long time ago. It wasn't the best neighborhood, so it wouldn't surprise me. All right, King of Swords. Let's see where we're at. Why is the King of Swords here? Yeah. What is with you? This is your emotions, this baseline of your emotions. You're so impatient. The Knight of Swords crossing. This king orders this knight. What's going on? You just, I mean, it's just this. Don't look. If nothing else, this is saying slow down. She got nothing to worry about. She got time to sit in the garden. You know, in the light seer, she got time to sit in the woods and put sticks in her hair. You know, chill out. Very aggressive. All right, what's on top? 10 swords. What did I say? Rewind. You put that toaster out. I don't want that toaster. If it gives you a lick of trouble, you just put 10, so you run that sword through it like a 4-year-old with a hammer running around the house. The hammer can build things, but it can also break a lot of shit, including a TV and a toaster. 10 swords, why is it here? 8 wands, yeah. You're too fast, you act too quickly. And you act too rashly in this, you cut things out too fast. We've talked about it. It's part of the push-pull energy of Mercury and Venus, but I'm not pulling on any astrological thing right now, although it is affecting the energy a little bit. I'm just pulling on the core energy. I'm giving you the white meat here, okay? And that's what's going on. You're acting too quickly. You're cutting it out. Well, I can't have that. You're manifesting, you get going, and then you find a reason where it might not go well, and you just shut it down. You can't do that. The universe is going to send you a bunch of broken shit in boxes, all right? In this energy, you can instant manifest, is what I'm trying to say. So there isn't time for you. Once you put it out, you're getting it. So if you throw something shitty on it, then it's just going to break in shipping. That's all. Very aggressive. Okay, let's talk about the King of Pentacles, because I like this. This energy I like. Okay, you are attracting this. You're attracting your ideal, whatever. You do have, I don't know, I think, I'm going to keep this on you. I'm not going to pull this in any incoming energy. You do have somebody coming towards you. I do. Somebody, you do. Very ideal. Somebody coming towards you. You might say I do. I Freudian slipped. I do. Right? You might say I do to this person. There's potential to it. But I'm going to keep this on you. The moment, and I talked about this as well in a recent reading, the moment things get calm, right? The moment things get relaxed, you just get, your emotions go crazy. You can't take it. You got ants in your pants in this energy. You might. Different levels for all of you, varying levels, but we just going with it. I asked, somebody said, hey, pull a reading on us. Okay, I'll pull a reading on you, specifically on you. I'm doing it. This is what I'm getting. I'm sure there's a bunch of people that are like, well, I was hoping it would be roses and rainbows. I know, because it's that kind of energy right now. Look at what we got here. It's the 8 of Swords. It did come out, it fell out reversed, but, and the 6 of Pentacles. Again, fine. It works better reversed. It fell out reversed. That's fine. Again, you just want to give. You don't want any kind of idle sitting, and you're this. You need something to do. This is like the fidget spinner energy. Okay, so it flew out of the deck reversed. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Because if we sit in that King of Pentacles, we get like this. So why is this reversed? Because then we have to give to something, give to anything, do anything. All right, it's a bit of ants in your pants, and it's crossed by the Page of Swords. I get it. Somewhere in here, anytime we have group all energies, all the energies around us, think of it like ingredients in a recipe. Okay? You put different ingredients together, you get a different end product. Sometimes things have like a back taste to them. You know? It's like baking. It seems like vanilla's in everything. Right? It's like this one ingredient that's always there. All right? This has a little bit of vanilla to it. And again, don't come at me if you're a baker and go, well, this doesn't have it. And you know what I mean. Just catch my drift. Everything fucking vanilla. Right? I mean, there's a little bit of vanilla here. There's a little bit of immaturity flowing through. That I hate using the phrase inner child. That inner child is always there. It's very on the surface here in this energy. I didn't mean it to be offensive, but my analogy about the 4-year-old with a hammer isn't too far off here. You might be a little bit, even if you're a type A, top lawyer at your firm, whatever the hell you are, you might be a little more immature than normal. That person probably wouldn't go to the 4-year-old, but you catch my drift. That's all you got to do. So again, that proves my antsiness. There's a little bit of immaturity here. You're also afraid that if you sit still, then nothing will happen. Or it could be something going on in your life where you're afraid if you take your eyes off it, it'll all go batshit crazy catawampus. Right? It'll all go sideways on you. I'm telling you that's not true, and you'd be wise to take your eyes off it for a little bit and give your head a rest, which is what this Eight of Swords reversed is saying. Okay? Take it. I'm just riffing on the energy here. You know, it is what it is. Knight of Wands. I will say, well, I won't say it. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Wands. All right. Why is the Knight of Wands here? I got to be careful. All right. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Very interesting reading. The readings lately have been showing somebody coming towards you. I apologized for I think it was the soulmate journey where I apologized for the communication being in reading. It is, this reading does too. If I flip the energy, someone else's energy is here. I've got somebody who doesn't want to sit around and do nothing and wants to come towards you. You're manifesting this in a way, yes, but you're manifesting that person showing up broken. A broken package. It's sort of like insulting the chef at a restaurant. You're guaranteed some spit in your food. Guaranteed, Alright, why is the Knight of Wands here? Before I open my mouth. It's crossed by the Queen of Swords. Put the sword away. The environmental energy is encouraging you to put the sword away. To a point. It's so obvious to me in this energy. It's to a point where you might be walking down the street and you might see a billboard that literally says, put the sword away. It's somebody's ad campaign, right? Put the sword away. It literally is just, what's on top? The Ace of Pentacles. You got nothing to worry about, yet you're a little worried. It's what I said. You got nothing to worry about, yet you're a little worried. For some of you, maybe there's a reason I riffed on that energy. On that layer, if you can catch my drift here, this is a really good read on this energy. That there's something going on, whether it's manifesting a soulmate or it's some kind of thing in your life or whatever that's making you antsy, making you pissed off, whatever it is, all right, making you anxious. There's something going on. You're afraid if you take your eyes off it for one moment, it's all going to go sideways. And the energy here is just like, you're totally wrong. You feel like something big's going to happen. You feel like something's big coming in. This is actually very positive. This is very good. If you could put the sword away, you could enjoy this. But your emotions are making you feel like you need to do something to help it along, or you need to whatever. You need to worry about it. You need to whatever. It's just too much sword. What's going on here with the Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Cups. Wow, pair of aces on top. Really good. Really nice energy. Let me flip this back over. So the Queen of Pentacles is there. Okay, I will read one incoming energy. You do have the potential here to meet a fantastic new love or form a new relationship with an old love. That is possible. What's the bridging energy? Yeah, the Tower. Something very surprising. Look, life's going to surprise you with this energy. And the problem with that is you're in no mood for surprises. You're trying to stop surprises before they happen, and they're just popping off all over the place. Listen, the best, I'm not even going to mince words. Chill. Okay? You're getting this information so that you embody, you need to be this. Male or female, sit down. In fact, get your ass out in nature. And if you can't, Steve, I live in the inner city, it's concrete jungle. Fine. Then look at a picture. Find yourself a big, giant fucking picture on the internet of something that moves you emotionally. A field, a fucking farm, a fucking forest, I don't care, and look at it. Lose yourself in it. When you're manifesting, imagine yourself in that forest, in that picture, and then manifest from there. All right? Whatever. It's extremely important. You need this earthy energy. You got to ground, because shit's going to pop off all over the place, because this energy is manifesting. This energy is it's the delivery service. It's UPS or Amazon delivery people pulling up at your house every 5 seconds. Okay? Something very surprising can happen here, and I don't want you to not be ready for it or to overreact to it. And you might. This is just your emotions we're pulling on here. Okay? So chill. Chill. That's the best advice I can give you. All right? Chill without being apathetic. These two are too chilled. Okay? Don't be that chilled. All right? It's fine. All right. Okay. How do other people see you? 8 of Cups. This is the one I'm most interested in. This one I get. But 8 of Cups. I'll clarify it anyway. I said I was clarifying everything. I will. 8 of Cups. Why is it here? Eight of Cups. Other people see you. I think they might. I'm going to shut up. Yeah. I mean, it's the 4 of Cups. That's this right here. That's again, the 4 of Cups. You don't seem to care. You just threw out that toaster. Like you didn't care. It's a nice one. It's an Oster toaster. Okay? It's a good brand name. You know, somebody threw this out. People are just grabbing your garbage at the corner. I mean, again, it's just an analogy. I'm talking in metaphors here, but you just got to catch my drift. Other people see you just not care. You don't seem to care. You're just cutting things out. Right? You're saying goodbye to things maybe a little too quickly. Making some changes. They don't think you're reckless. I don't get that. I just get the surprise. Somebody threw this out? You know, okay, what's on top? 7 Pentacles. Why's that here? 7 Cups. 2 7s and an 8. You want to go for the and a 10. I was going to say, you want to go okay, I'll take it. 10 of Wands. It's an energy where it's none of their fucking business, but somebody attached to you. This is just one energy. I see it. I feel it off of this. Who just thinks you don't know. You've gone batshit. Somebody thinks you've gone batshit crazy. They might think you've lost your mind. Okay? You haven't. You're fine. I just think, again, try to channel that a little bit. You might get a little swordsy in this energy. Be the carpenter with the hammer, not the 4-year-old with the hammer. And again, I'm exaggerating. I'm not trying to insult anybody. I just got to give you the energy for what it is. And I get it. When the energy's like this, it's like Christmas morning. Imagine a child I don't know. It's probably alienating, half the people watching. But on Christmas morning, children get very excited. The tree is filled with fucking presents, right? That excitement in that child, it's here. It's just manifesting because you're a grown-up as worry, right? The child is excited to see the presents. The parents are not excited because they're like, well, we're going to see the credit card bill in a month, right? It's a bit of that. So it's a little bit of that. Somebody here thinks you've lost your mind. All right, I'm just going to say it. I don't think the general public does, but one specific person might come up to you and say something about about these emotions. It's okay. You can head that off at the pass by just embodying this Queen of Pentacles. How do you do that? Nature. It's going to be extremely important in this energy. All right, it is. And I know Mother Nature's not cooperating in a lot of places right now. It's hard to go outside. That's why I say, whether you're in a city or you're surrounded by tornadoes, go find a picture. You can do the same thing with a picture. Just lose yourself in it. Stare at it for a while. In fact, it'll freak you out. You'll let's say it's a forest picture. You'll stare at the picture and stare at it. Try to have some kind of music going that you like in the background, a song you like, or some kind of binaural beat going, some kind of frequency going. Okay, whatever it is. If you stare at it long enough, the picture you'll see the picture come towards you. You'll actually start to blend with the picture. It'll come out. It'll head your way. It usually freaks people out and they stop it at that point, but that's actually the point you want to reach. That's where you're really manifesting from that forest. All right, Six of Cups. Why is it again? People think you just don't care. Well, you threw those out? Yeah, but they still work, right? Okay. All right, Six of Cups. See, the thing is, why you want to be in this is because you've got new love coming towards you. I see it right here. Happens rather suddenly. You don't want that person to think you don't care, right? It's not going to work on that person. This is a very powerful soulmate. We have a divine connection that could potentially come together. King and Queen of Pentacles, that's the long run. A friend for life or a lover for life. But if they show up and they seem like you don't care, right? You're just throwing stuff out, whatever. You seem like somebody who doesn't give a shit. Well, they're going to pass a little bit, right? I mean, maybe normally you're a nature lover. Well, you might be with that. And your ideal soulmate that shows up is also a nature lover. But in this energy, the way this flows, you're littering when they show up. You know, they just go to pass you by. Oh, fucking litter bug. Don't you care? You know, that kind of thing. Right? It's just, you got to be careful. Things happen fast, so you got to be in the right energy when they show up. That's all. It's just a friendly tip. It's temporary energy, but man, there's so much opportunity in it to get what you want and meet somebody new. That Queen of Pentacles is very important. It came back twice. Oh my God. All right, why is the Six of Cups here? Tell me about it. Just trying to help. Somebody will give me shit for it. They always do. But I'm just trying to help. All right? And this energy will affect you at different times. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. I'm not the warlock on the hill, and I'm not a fucking time lord. Energy I can read. That I can do. There's a lot of things I can't do, but this I can do. Two of Wands, and I know this energy's around right now too. I instant manifested something just the other day. It was like blew the minds of everybody that was with me. I didn't even know that was going to happen. I wasn't sure. This energy now I'm doubly sure with this reading. Two of Wands, crossing the Six of Cups. Somebody flaky. It's a flaky energy. You say you're going to show up, but you don't. So again, it ties to it's what else? These two don't tie together. But I ask when I throw the second card, what else? They see you as not caring. You just threw away this toaster kind of. People see you as flaky. People see you as also maybe as making plans and not following through. Just whatever. Okay, what's on top? Strength card. Doing what you want, headstrong. Why is the Strength card here? The Death card. Again, getting rid of stuff from the past way too quickly, making some big changes, making some brave moves. They see you making some brave moves, see you setting your intention in new directions. I'm giving you all the energy. It's in layers. I'm just riffing on it. It all matters. It's all the things. People see, on one side, people see you as a little bit flaky. You make plans, you don't show up. It's probably because you're busy throwing out toasters and shit and getting rid of stuff from the past. You're making cuts on stuff that no longer matters. And we talked about that in the Venus-Mercury push-pull thing. We are making cuts right now. We talked about it in the Neptune reading. where we're putting things in the keep column, and whether it's dreams or whatever, we're doing it with 3D things too. You know, they see you make a brave move, making bold moves. You know? But Nine of Pentacles is the bridging energy. If I add those together, they see you being, again, a little bit, you're doing it, it's a singular card. You're doing it all without considering other people. Okay? Kind of a thing like that. You're just deciding we're not friends anymore without talking to me first. See what I'm saying? It's a little bit of that. You might, look, I said, the center card over here. You're putting 10 swords in things and just moving on with passion. You're using this sword passionately. This sword here, the king holds the sword that is the final outcome, and these two cards are read together. You know, don't discount it. It is a very aggressive energy. It's very aggressive. All right, here we go. Final outcome. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. I almost Freudian slipped Two of Swords. The reason is there's like a ghost energy here. It's like it's Ace of Swords that is actually two swords. It's Schrodinger's cat, right? You decide. I'm telling you about this so you know that you have other choices. You can stop yourself. You can catch yourself. All you've got to do is be that. Just go sit down. Relax. Yup, shit's going to come at you. Yep, a lot of stuff, you know, again, some of the energy from this past Mercury retrograde, which caused a lot of things, a lot of weird things to go wrong, go bad. You know, on my end, I had emails that suddenly stopped working. I had I had a lot of computer problems on my end. Steve's Love Top battery expanded, right? I had to have it replaced, had to get a new battery put in. Thing was releasing hydrogen fluorine gas, and fucking my eyes were burning. It's like, what the hell? It's been a crazy retrograde, right? It's a little bit of that's going to continue. You're going to be, you got a few surprises coming. What's the final outcome here for my viewers? This is fun reading. It really is. It's great energy because it's an easy solve. You know that, and also with that comes not caring what other people think. He or she don't care what anybody thinks. All right. In fact, that's the one thing I'll take from that Four of Cups. Right? Don't give a shit what other people. Just sit there. People are going to come up. People always got shit to say. You want to find out? Just start a YouTube channel. Everybody got a fucking opinion. Why are you always wearing that green thing? Why are you always sitting there? Why you got to sit in the middle one? Why can't you sit in the left one? Why can't you? Anytime. You can always spot the low vibrational people in the world, because if something is different from what they do, it's wrong. Always. It's always. They got to question it. They don't understand it. They freak out. Final outcome. You ready? Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. I shit you not. ISHITYOUNOT. I shit you not. All right. There it is. Backing up everything I just said. All right, and it's even the one I talked about earlier. This one got the sticks in the head. You got time to put sticks in your head. You got time to make your coffee with a French press. That's how much time you should give yourself in this energy. That's how relaxed you should be. You just wait, and then you push it down slowly, right? Nice and easy. What's on top here? The Knight of Swords. Again. Oh. You have an incoming communication. It's very clear because the Eight of Wands is here. I'm just going to, again, if you're this, something very incredible is going to happen. There's a reconciliation energy here on crack. It comes from a communication that changes everything, okay, from one specific person. Now, it might be your King of Pentacles. I keep getting you as Queen of Pentacles. We had King and Queen of Pentacles together in the pre-shuffle. I've got Queen of Pentacles crossing the final outcome, and the King of Pentacles up here. I do have your ideal soulmate showing up. I do have a chance meeting with somebody if you're in the right energy, and I'm trying to put you there so that the nature-loving person doesn't show up to see you littering. Okay? It's one specific person. Changes everything. Why is that Knight of Swords here? The Eight of Cups changes everything. It's a message that changes everything. It moves you on. Because of this energy showing up, I'm going to give this to you both ways. I'm going to pull the incoming energy. I'm going to give it to you from your side. This energy, one person says something, shows up. It changes everything. You move on. It's a whole new life for you. She walking toward the sun, walking toward 9 cups. Okay? For the rest of you, this just, on the flip of the energy, I say for the rest of you, sorry. On the flip of the energy, for you, your final outcome, this backs up everything that's over here. Again, you're acting very, very quickly. Be careful. You're acting way too, because this was crossing over here, if you remember. And these are red together. And this is red with the Ten of Swords. Again, be careful about putting things in the negative column too quickly. And I've told you that recently. All right? And I'm going to say it again. You're moving forward passionately, just make sure from your side. But there's one, whether it's throwing out that toaster or not, make sure. Check yourself, right? But you've got one energy coming in. You got a communication coming in. It's one you've been waiting for a long time. Something you've been waiting for a long time shows up. It changes everything. I have got to, let's grab the little animal deck, okay? Let's pull on that. King of Swords, yeah. Knight of Swords, yeah. It flipped out. It flew right out. 2 cups. You've been waiting for it. Page of Wands. This is amazing. This is like you feel like a kid again. You feel young again. You feel good. It's again, this card's describing this energy right here feels like that kid on Christmas morning. And again, remember, take my analogies and just catch to my drift. Energy readers always, real ones, always read with analogies because you've got to translate feelings into words. Imagine the child on Christmas morning, pile of presents. Fine, I'm Jewish, Steve. Okay, fine. You got someday, I don't know, whatever day it is, September, well, that's probably a Jewish holiday there. I'll pick it, I don't know. Whatever, some fucking day on the calendar. You walk in a room, a child walks in a room and there's a pile of presents to the ceiling. Okay? Whatever. Imagine how they'd feel. Right? But you want to be that. You want to embody that energy that's here. You don't want to be the parent that bought all those presents and really has a different reaction because the credit card bill is going to be huge. Okay? Whatever the case here, this is spectacular. And it's 9 of Pentacles. Honestly, it's liberating, to say the least. It is an elation. So, it's a beautiful energy. By the way, I love this. I love tarot, I really do. Crossing all of this beautiful thing, this energy coming in, is the King of Swords. You might recognize him from such motherfucking positions as this one. The environmental energy, you act in this energy. You act too quickly. You're too quickly to say no. You're too quickly. You may come across as aggressive in this energy. Be careful about that. Again, embody that. That is what you're going for. Either, not that. Either this, Queen of Pentacles, or this one with the sticks in her head. It doesn't matter. That's the energy you're going for. You might come across a little aggressive here. The environmental energy is there. So if you don't follow what I said over here and chill, I'm not saying you'll fuck it. Well, you might fuck it up. They might give it a pass. It's possible. It's one of the energies that's there. Again, you're putting 10 swords in a lot of things by being aggressive. So if you find yourself being aggressive in this energy, for any reason, you're in a mood that day, all of a sudden you're walking around and you see yourself as the Terminator, Cyberdyne Systems T-1000. I mean, you're just walking around. Catch yourself, okay? Remember this reading. Remember what I said. All right. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. In the extended, I'm going to pull on this soulmate connection, King and Queen of Pentacles. I have to. Queen of Pentacles came up too much. King of Pentacles has now come up twice. Queen of Pentacles is here in a couple of different places. I'm randomly shuffling this deck to see what else the universe wants to tell you. At the bottom, I've got the I got the 2 of Cups. I got the Lovers. I got the 3 of Wands, and I got the 10 of Cups. Cards from the pre-shuffle came back. I mean, I'm random. It doesn't even make sense. I'll see what else the universe wants to tell you, because this is just all talking about that. So, again, you've got a very powerful soulmate coming in. You called it in. But it might show up broken or get broken if you're too aggressive with it, taking it out of the box. Right? All right. One card and a crossing card. What else you want to tell everybody? Because it's just a repeat. Okay. We done shuffling. That's it. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands, the environmental energy. Top of the deck is the Sun and the Six of Wands. Come on, you guys. Do I need to do a mic drop? Do I? Do I really? Fine. Mic drop. I mean, come on. Don't be aggressive. Don't pretend walking around you're the fucking Terminator. Look, I'm not saying you're like that. You might be the sweetest person ever. I bet you are. I bet you're fucking adorable. Even that big burly construction worker that watches me, I bet he's fucking adorable. Right? All kinds of pink shirts on and shit. Good for you. But in this energy, you're the fucking Terminator. You might be. Sometimes I said this in a recent reading, I'll say it again. Sometimes we just walk through an energy field. Like we accidentally step in mud or dog poop. All right? There's potential here. There's great happiness. I got to pull on this connection because it keeps coming up. It won't go away. So if you want the extended, there's probably a couple links at the top of the description. I want it. We'll find out about this King and Queen of Pentacles. It's a freak encounter. I get it. It happens very suddenly, doesn't it? That poor squirrel had nuts 2 seconds ago. Now look at him. Blown off and shit. So, we're going to pull on that. And this applies even if, and don't come at me and go, Steve, I'm married, I'm blah, blah, blah. Hey, you could meet somebody new. You could meet this, it could be a friend for life, a new friend, somebody very special, right? A friend with benefits on the side. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to tell you about the energies around you. If you want the extended, there's probably a couple of links in the description. I hope this reading was helpful. Please take my advice. Please embody this Queen of Pentacles. It's extremely important. You don't want to be overly aggressive in this energy. All right? Good luck.